Hi everyone, my name is Eknoor, and today I will be presenting my final video reflection for Management 3100. So what aspect of the course has been most impactful and why? One of the most impactful aspects of this course for me has been the emphasis on failure as a necessary and valuable part of career growth. In my second video journal, I reflected deeply on this idea, and it really shifted how I view setbacks in my academic and professional journey. Me majoring in accounting and minoring in project management, I have encountered many failures, whether it was performing poorly on exams or feeling discouraged after being rejected from multiple co-op and internship applications. What stood out to me the most in the course, especially watching Jia Jiang's TED Talk on 100 Days of Rejection, was the idea that failure is not something to avoid, but something to embrace and learn from. Jiang's approach to facing rejection head on helped me realize that my initial reaction, pulling back and losing motivation, was holding me back more than the rejection itself. This course encouraged me to reframe failure not as a reflection of my worth, but as a stepping stone for growth. I now see failure as a tool that builds resilience, self awareness, and persistence. I have started applying this mindset by actively seeking feedback, connecting with professors, and refining my approach to job applications rather than giving up. It is always a form of redirection to keep trying until it turns into success. Another key concept that made the course impactful was the job application package assignment. Being asked to find a real job ad, tailor a resume and a cover letter, and apply everything we learned from the unit gave me practical tools I can actually use in my career. What made it even more meaningful was the hiring simulation afterwards. By reviewing and evaluating five of my peers' applications. This helped me step into the shoes of a hiring manager and better understand what makes an application stand out. It also gave me a clearer view of how important it is to be professional when presenting myself to employers. So, what is one goal you have related to your career that you will work on after this course? One career goal I am committed to pursuing after this course is to strategically build a professional foundation that enables me to excel in both of my academic and work experiences, ultimately leading to achieving my CPA designation. As a third year undergraduate student majoring in accounting and minoring in project management, I plan to carry the skills I have developed over the last 3 years into my advanced coursework during my fourth year. Looking ahead, my short term goal is to secure a co op or internship opportunities to gain hands on experience in my field. And even though I am just starting out and have no experience yet related to my field, I am committed to applying to as many positions as possible and improving my resume and interview skills along the way. This is a way to be dedicated to leveraging every opportunity to learn and grow professionally. For my long term goals, as I plan on preparing for graduate studies and professional qualifications, I feel more equipped now than ever to take my education further, whether that means pursuing a master's degree in accounting or entering the graduate diploma as known as the GDIP program. To do this, I will regularly consult with my professors for guidance and references while working hard to secure the grades needed for admission. Ultimately, this pathway will support my ambition of obtaining the CPA designation, a cornerstone milestone in my accounting career. So, last question: what are two actions or strategies you will take to help you achieve this goal? The first action strategy I will take to help me achieve this goal is goal setting, using the SMART goal of learning from failure. When facing setbacks such as not securing an internship or co op position, I will set a goal to reflect on what went wrong and seek feedback from at least one recruiter or mentor each time. Over the next 6 months, I will aim to maintain a minimum of 10 positions and actively learn from any rejections. This will help me understand my areas of improvement and give me a better chance of succeeding next time. Using this tactic can also apply to building networking skills using the SMART goal framework to help me achieve my goal of gaining relevant work experience and preparing for graduate studies. I will focus on building my networking skills by attending networking events and actively reaching out to professionals in the field. I will also attend at least one networking event or career fair each month to meet professionals in accounting. And with these events, I aim to connect with at least five new people. I will keep track of the number of people I meet at each event and follow up with them after the event to strengthen those connections. I will dedicate time each month to researching and attending relevant events. Networking is crucial for securing internships and building relationships with professionals in my field, which will help me with future career opportunities. I will implement the strategy for the next 6 months and aim to at least attend 6 events. Another strategy is to continue in being resilient and when facing failures. Yes, there will of course be failures in the future. And it is essential to carry forward by practicing resilience when facing academic or professional setbacks. I can apply the SARA model, which is shock, anger, resistance, and acceptance. So when I receive a poor exam grade or get a rejection email from a job I was hopeful about, it can be disheartening, but the initial disappointment is normal, and instead of ignoring it, I will allow myself time to feel it. A shock stage helps prevent emotional burnout and lets me begin processing the experience constructively. With anger, it is easy to feel frustrated when I know I studied hard or believed I performed well in an interview. Rather than internalizing this frustration or blaming myself, I will remind myself that failure is a part of the learning process. In accounting and project management, which are both demanding fields, setbacks are highly expected and often necessary for growth, and anger can be redirected into motivation. I feel this is the most dangerous stage where I might feel like avoiding the situation altogether, like not wanting to look at the graded exam again or giving up on applying to more internships. But however, I'll challenge that resistance by taking deliberate action. For exams, I'll review the questions I got wrong, meet with my professors during office hours to understand my mistakes, and adjust my studying strategies for the next test. For co-op or internship rejections, instead of withdrawing, I'll reach out to the company for feedback, review my resume or cover letter, and practice mock interviews to identify areas for improvement. The goal is to treat each failure as a data point out of definition of my ability. Lastly, reaching acceptance does not mean I am okay with failure, but rather that I understand it's part of my career journey. Once I accept what went wrong, I can create a plan to move forward. For academics, that means setting up realistic study goals, attending review sessions, and making use of campus resources like tutoring or peer support. For job searching, it means continuously applying, improving my application materials, and building my network. Every failure becomes a stepping stone, not a stopping point. So overall, this course has been incredibly valuable in shaping my personal and professional growth. It has taught me how to prepare for the job market by using an application package, approaching failures with a growth mindset, and using key concepts taught in the course that are useful in the real world. It also helped me gain resilience, networking, and self-reflection that will benefit me moving forward into my fourth year graduate school and towards my CPA designation. So yeah, thanks for listening.